almost went through the channel into the target.
Yeah, and this grouping on the bottom end is going to offer a pretty easy safety if he doesn't have some type of offensive shot. He should really squeeze the cue ball between the pink, the brown, and the yellow 9. Just a little spin to take off the second cushion. I expected more, really. A little bit more on the 9.
Yeah, could have been much more hemmed in than he is.
Well, the thing is, you can afford a bump. You know, you can afford a little contact on the 9 with the 6-4 there and all that, and you really eliminate this jump.
Oh. It's ball in hand.
In an early match last week at the Hanoi Open, Fedor Gorst was in deep trouble against
Please start the shot clock.
a Vietnamese player who wasn't well known. To go 8-7 up, he won a rack with 3 consecutive fouls, and the last snooker he played was absolutely pinpoint to such.
Now Yapp in trouble here quickly after just a couple shots, also after ball in hand. I don't know if this is going to take as much as he thinks. This could leak out a little bit. Yeah, he's lucky to get a cushion.
Foul stroke.
And talk about something that can be a body blow early in a match when you get ball in hand. Not saying the balls were open, but the first shot he got out of line, the second shot he gambled, and it didn't pay off. And here, do you decide to try and miss the 8 coming across, maybe giving a little chance to that left middle side pocket? I think he's going to try and bump the 8. Oh no, he went straight back and forth. He's going to land a little on top of it, but the speed's pretty good. What he did there, he added speed, so he kind of gets a little ricochet effect off the brown 7. That's what made him avoid the 8 going back and forth.
Team Europe into the first rack.
You know, there is no substitute for experience.
He had a golden break. He had doubles. Watch the 9. Yeah, he's getting nice kisses, good openings. I wouldn't be too upset about that 3 ball getting covered up. And again, watch the 9. Hardly any movement. That's when they make the 1 on the side. So we'll pay attention to that. When the 9 pushes out of the back of the rack, they seem to miss the 1 quite often. I said it last week that I thought match in, match out, he played as well as he did the previous year winning the Hanoi Open. So I think the mentality has changed a little bit for Jayson, whether that's maturity or, you know, he's a mature man anyways, but getting a little more mature in the game. Whatever it may be or whatever he's been doing, I think it's a good path for the young man.
Three break-in run-outs when he teamed up with Nicky Kraus in the doubles, and now 1 on tap here.
Team Europe is to second.
Made it look easy, like all of the great pros.
2-3, no real problem, and a great look there. It does look like the 4 passes. Yeah, and he hasn't settled yet. This fluke may really help if it goes.
That was one of the worst mistakes of the evening so far.
Yeah, I talk about it all the time. There's a pause at the cue ball most players play with. He never settled the tip before the stroke, and usually you get a little quicker. And on the slick table, you know anything about pool, you just get a little more deflection on the cue ball. He's going to knock this around. Okay. And the one thing, if you're going to beat Shaw in this setting, you know, heat has to be applied. That's just, you know, period.
And it wasn't just missing the 2. Of course, Duong Quoc Wang missed the 7 at a vital stage of the team match earlier on, but it really wobbled and he gave it a good go. That was some way off target.
Yeah, and really no pressure there with that 2 ball.
Barry Hearn. It's chess with balls.
Yeah, absolutely. Infinite combinations of what may come up or surface during a match. So he's got a little angle. He's got to move this over a little bit to make the kiss shot easy or even maybe playable. Yeah, and he's feeling really good. He got like perfect. Oh, the 7 goes. Wow. Well, this ball's deep, and Yapp only a foot from it. I don't think he can get at it directly.
Was that a little sloppy, do you think? Do you think he took that for granted?
Yeah, and really the kiss shot was right on. I mean, the kiss shot was, to me, a cold-blooded hanger.
Have we just witnessed a turning point out of the blue? Precisely what Asia, precisely what Aloysius needed. He's on the board. Shaw leads only 2-1.
Now, Yapp, he's rolling out or
And it's your
pushing
choice,
out
Jayson.
to a very difficult situation here. He may get this back.
The 7 ball there was reminiscent of what happened last week when Shaw relinquished his Hanoi Open title. He was in command against Ko Pin Yi, and he missed a very elementary 8 ball completely unexpectedly. Cost him in the end. Will this one also cost him?
Yeah, it was an elementary 8 ball you talked about and a 7, both that really were his only mistakes in the match, it seemed like, and both of them maybe just kind of got down on the ball like a little different than the other shots, took it for granted a bit. I like him attacking here. Might make the 1 and the 2, but the 3's near. I feel like, again, win or lose this match, all this time at the table means more to Aloysius Yapp than any other player that we've seen so far. Okay, looks like he probably, can he kill this and play for the 3 in the side? May come up the rail. Just got to be careful if he comes across. That's the one that could get him out of line. I like this a lot. Especially with the 5 so handy, he can handle a lot on the pink 4 in the upper right. He commented to me, he said he kind of poked that 7 ball, kind of cinchy, you know what I mean? So always on top of it and recognizing the mistake. I don't think he gets to the rail here. Oh, he did. A little shouldered there, Bill, but still really good.
The pendulum has been swinging all night, and there's no sign of it stopping.
Well, yeah, that missed ball in the last seems like there's been no chink in the armor, and now missed safety on the 1 and a nice clearance from Yapp. Now it looks like he almost missed that ball, but that was all about getting the cue ball just a little more away from that side cushion. That's the short side he just pointed at. This may need to slow down. That's going to be perfect.
succession for Aloysius Yapp, the Asian fans who stayed here.
It's just a hair more off to his left side. Looks like he's cueing with a bit of left side spin. Oh my. That's the second golden break for Jayson Shaw.
We've seen quite a few this evening. I think a few members of the crowd were stunned when it went in. He knows, of course, he's just playing along. It's a golden break and it is 3-3. How about that?
Maybe hard to predict a shot on the red 3. Do you kick on the lighter side here, trying to rest the cue ball on the top rail and just hope not to give an easy shot? Yeah, I like that. At least make him earn it. And he's supposed to cut at this in the side and just level out and go into the 4-8. Bit of a gamble, but I think it's there. Don't like elevating the cue on this shot. I like just keeping it as simple as possible. You could get snookered, but first things first, and that's making the 2.
There was collisions, but it's worked out a treat.
The way this table's playing, you could rattle this one.
Where the Brown was situated and being a left-hander, he didn't have the most comfortable bridging, but that was a very good shot.
And I think just what we've seen in this rack and a few shots, maybe a little talk with himself saying, hey, just pull the trigger. Don't worry so much. Should just pinch this back a little bit. Oh, he's screwing it all heavy back. So maybe starting to stretch out a little.
Top the 8 and 9, and at the very least, he will break off in the decider for victory.
Yeah, well, I'll be watching that 9-ball and Shaw's breaking rack number 8. Tell you, if he doesn't get the golden break there, you just kind of wonder.
If you can have a warm, almost red-hot favourite at this level in a race to 5, Jayson Shaw was it. Now, though, he's 4-3 down.
If he elevates, because there is a sliver of an angle, that would be something special. Could just level out and try and bump the 3 into some type of position. That makes the 2 missable also.
Oh, what a pot. What a piece of cueing from Eagle Eye.
Yeah, without a doubt. That's really opened up the rack. And you could sit here, it hit nothing but dead center, as it had to at that speed.
In match 4, Shaw and Nicky Krause came back to win 5-3. Are they going to be comeback kids 3 times over? If Shaw digs himself out of this hole, Team Asia might feel a little sore, a little aggrieved.
Yeah, and just like we talked about beginning could be a little bit of struggles. The team match had it. But past that, it's been real quality from all the players as a whole, or at least in my opinion.
Another star of the show has been the table. It's played beautifully. And you'll remember that 2-ball that Jayson Shaw knocked in for quite some time.
Yeah, and, you know, some of us had talked not long ago, and they asked about Alfred's prime. Could he keep up really with today's guys? And I said, absolutely so. And they're like, well, tight pockets, this and that. I was like, well, don't fool yourself. Most of y'all be getting beat on the regular. All right, the one's down. The best break of the match for Yapp. You could hear the solid connection. All right, the replay there. And it's just kind of perfect. Even though there is some traffic, he's kind of perfect to come 2 rails between the 8 and 9. Back out to the center for the red 3 in the same pocket. The speed's right. There's really no bad angle on the 3. That's got to go a little bit. Okay, it's going to open up perfectly.
We mentioned it with Duong Kwok Wang when he won the lag against Eklund Kachi earlier on, just how valuable it could be. And again here with Yapp. It's what we've been saying, you can't let up for one shot. If the lag is a shot, you can't even let up for that.
No, absolutely. We've seen it through the years in this Moscone. Many hill matches with all the players fighting for every inch, and a lot of breaking runs to end it. He wants to lay up here. Did he hit it too thick? And he's going to be okay. Maybe a hair thinner than he wanted, but it's still very playable and very natural to get on the brown 7. So Jayson will know, even though he's played beautifully otherwise.
The extension, please.
The 7-ball in rack number 3 should be the costly one. Make sure you get into this a little bit. Don't near that side pocket with the cue ball. Now he's close to it. He can handle plenty of angle, Phil.
Team Asia missed the 7-ball at a vital stage at Hill in the first match of the evening, but the 7 there finds the pocket. It's only day 1, but you would think that Efren Reyes and his quality quintet have won the whole thing. Jayson Shaw missed that 7-ball, but he was in command of the match, leading 2-0, and then Yapp turned it on. What a win for the Singaporean.